What is going on, my fellow conspirator and conspirators? Welcome to the Underground Marketing Conspiracy. Woo! Let's talk today about fulfillment. I think this is something I've never talked about before, really. And I believe that you shouldn't sell anything you can't fulfill on. So, whether this is physical products or information products or services or coaching, I'm not going to lie, I've bought some stuff before and I've been burned. Everyone has, to be honest, right? That's why people are so skeptical. That's why they're so afraid to buy things, purchase other things, invest in people they don't know. So I'm going to give you everything today that I use for my fulfillment. So for physical products, you guys know how I feel about AliExpress, right? Drop shipping from China. Come on, man. Like 3 weeks to get there. Like, I want my customer to get it faster than ever. I ordered this book the other day from Amazon, and I ordered it on Sunday, and it came on Tuesday in the morning, and I was so excited, because, it's this political book that I really was looking forward to. I'm not going to talk about that today, but I'm going to be binge reading it on Sunday. It's actually a very short book. Anyways, so I think you should be shipping and over-delivering to your customers. They should be getting it very quickly. And as I've talked about before, I want them to get more than I told them I was going to get them. So I want them to get it faster. I want to give them more things for free. I want to give them a discount. I want them to post on social media about how awesome an experience they had. So you can use the classic FBA, right? Fulfillment by Amazon. They do charge a lot more. Keep in mind too, when customers order and you're using FBA, they're going to get a package with all the Amazon logos and packaging on it. So they're going to think they got their order from Amazon. They're like, oh, this dude ordered from Amazon. So that's fine if you're just starting out. What I really like, though, is a couple of other ones. So there's one Russell Brunson uses called ShipZoom for all of his fulfillment, and it's a warehouse, I believe, in Idaho. It might even just be in Boise where he is, but it's a very small little third-party logistics company. Plugs into ClickFunnels, so when you make orders, send it right there. They ship it directly to the customers. I think they have some agreement too where they print out books, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but we'll see. But I think they have a book printing service. That was funny what I just said there. A book printing service where you can get your book published and then get them to just print it off and make it look super spiffy and professional and just ship it directly to your customers. That way you don't touch it. But there's a couple of other services that I've seen that actually do things a little bit better. And there's some other ones too. There's ShipStation, there's Rakuten. These are pretty good, but there's a couple of others that I've really seen that I've looked into that are good. So you guys might have remembered that in October I had on Peter Tarr, who was in the 2 Comma Club, and he actually is the CEO of a company called iShip USA. And I've been following the progress of that, and the website keeps getting updated, keeps looking better and better, and looks like things are going pretty well there. It's 99 cents per piece too. So I'm gonna reach out to him and see if he has an affiliate link, because I've plugged iShip USA 15 times, to be honest. So the thing is, it really depends on volume, right? When I used to work at this other company, right? When I worked at Dyson, they had this massive warehouse, and they called it Expeditors. And Expeditors is a very huge third-party logistics company. They call them 3PLs, by the way. And I remember this 3PL. There was a little area where the vacuums were repaired, and I would always deal with the team there, and it was nice because I got to go there once and actually see the facility, whereas I just, for a couple of years, had thought about it in my head, and I didn't really understand it. Once I went there, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. But then the rest of it is just all the other vacuum cleaners, all the new ones that they would have, and it just seemed endless. There was just so much stuff in this one warehouse, and that was just one company in that area in Brampton. Man, oh man. For some of the other brands there, when I think about some of these like maybe the Apple warehouses, for example, that exist in Brampton, where they stock all the products, any kind of electronic stuff, like Philips, for example. These warehouses just must hold so much stuff, right? So you can start out with those smaller logistics companies, right? Like I mentioned, like I think iShip USA is amazing. It clicks into Shopify and ClickFunnels, so I think that's really your best option. Again, 99 cents per piece to pick, pack, and ship up to a certain weight, I believe. There's another company, Dollar Fulfillment, but I don't know. Peter Tarr, I mean, he just seems like a really good guy, to be honest, right? Very like humble guy, like very smart, very successful, like one of the top 50 CEOs in Inc. magazine a few years back. Yeah, just a very like cool dude as well. So I'd totally recommend like checking that out when you get a chance. If you're don't want to use Amazon, you don't want to pay some ridiculous fees, then yeah, just use that instead. And I always like to over deliver, right? So when you ship to those warehouses, keep in mind you're gonna have to order in bulk. So you can get it produced on maybe a site like Maker's Row or something. It's going to be more expensive there, but I don't see anything wrong with sourcing China and shipping it to these warehouses and then holding it for you. I don't think there's anything wrong with having it shipped and manufactured in China. It's just when it's shipped directly from China to your customer, yeah, that's when a bad experience is going to happen. Like I don't mind shipping it to even myself and boxing it up, putting my own custom like packaging on it, my own stickers, my own logo on there so it looks professional, my own marketing material, and sending it to my customer, and they'll be excited when they get that. But when it's directly from China, like to your customer from AliExpress, that's when they get angry. But if you're going to source, I mean, just use Alibaba. I've been looking into some stuff for a future Dream 100 campaign that I want to do for these frog boxes I'm going to create. What I'm going to do too, by the way, is I'm going to Design Hacking Live at the end of March, and yeah, I'm going to get my first frog box created and give it to Catherine Jones. It's going to be pretty funny. I'm sure she'll be like, what are you giving me? But yeah, she's hilarious, so it'll be pretty funny. But yeah, that's something where I've gone on there and I've started negotiating with people, and I don't know, get a sample first if you're going to be ordering in bulk. You need to think about minimum order quantity too. So that's one thing where you need to figure out how many pieces minimum you need to order based on the pricing. The more you get, the more you're going to save majority of the time. But that's another thing. Service-based stuff, I've talked about this before. Like if you want to find freelancers, fire freelancers. Wow, I can't talk today at all. If you want to find freelancers and hire them and build an agency, go on Upwork, go on Freelancer, go on Fiverr. You can find some people to do smaller tasks. Otherwise, go in Facebook groups for the hiring threads in there. There's so many. You can find people for services, Facebook ads, copywriters, really just anyone you can find in there to hire. And you just post your job, get the replies, create the hiring funnel, get a few people, maybe even pay them a couple $100 to see if they can do it the first time. And then eventually, they become your person, right? That's one thing that I like to do, is kind of test people out for some smaller tasks. And again, I don't really have a massive agency at this point. I'm really kind of keeping it small for now. And then maybe I will scale out into a bigger agency. But I don't know. I wanted the first kind of year or so after leaving my job to just be, not too stressful, where, I was still making some money, but not like worrying about a million things. And at the same time, I'm building out this e-commerce business with a couple of other people that like I think is going to be just I was talking with this guy until 3:30 yesterday, one of my partners, and yeah, it's so exciting. Anyways, so the fulfillment is very important, all right? So use all of those things that I talked about. I don't think you need anything else with regards to this. I mean, I've pretty much given you anything else. If you're a coach, you just need to be a good coach for people. If you're a consultant, be a good consultant. If you're going to do a service yourself, do it yourself, or hire some freelancers to do it for you with physical products. Use iShip USA. Hope you enjoyed today's episode of The Underground Marketing Conspiracy. If you did, I want you to consider subscribing, consider leaving a review. And yeah, we'll cut it short very early today. My name is Matty Milligan. If you want to find out more about me, you can visit mattymilligan.com or join my free Facebook community at overdogs.group. And I will see you next time on another episode of The Underground Marketing Conspiracy. Woo!